Hey guys, this is Babypowder, and I'm coming to you with another one of my amazing multi-box gold guides where I show you how easy it is to make lots of gold with less effort and without a group. Now, before we get into this farm, now this is technically a brand new farm. Somebody has covered it way back in 2016, but they did it as like a solo farm, and they weren't actually doing the hyperspawn thing. Like they were just killing, every single mob and not forcing stuff to respawn, like the actual hyper spawns are done. So technically it is brand new because they were just killing the mobs constantly. Now I do want to give a shout out to Tanker and Arnota both, as I was actually kind of thinking this spot already, but I did mention to them what I was looking for as far as a farm, and they told me, hey, why don't you try this spot? And I do believe both of them actually came out and tried it themselves, but couldn't quite see how I was going to be able to get it to work with 5, just and make it efficient. But I, of course, figured it out. And also, guys, I would like to mention to anybody who doesn't know, I do have links down below for my Twitch stream. I am streaming on Twitch now, where I do allow viewers to come in and take one of my potato spots if I'm doing a farm, and you can actually even mention a farm you would like to do, and we can go do that. And I do have, a team on Horde and Alliance, so I can do both factions, no matter what faction you are, if you'd like to join. I also have a link down to my new Discord down below. It's kind of small because I did kind of just make it, but I am trying to get people in there that use both HotKeyNet and Discord, our IS Boxer, so that way we can help people who are just getting into multi-boxing and need help with figuring out how to do things. I can help you with hotkey. I'm not, familiar really with IS Boxer, but I can help you with HotKeyNet. I can also help you possibly with the add-on with EMA and stuff like that. And then I also have sections in there for people to actually join multi-box groups. Like, say, if you only have a group of 2 because you're just starting out, and then there's another person with a group of 3, and you want to make a whole 5-man team to go out and do a farm before you actually decide to make that leap and get 5 accounts, you can do that, or you can even join me. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to go ahead and throw that out there in case anybody did not know that I have those things. I'm doing the streaming, and I have the Discord, and actually I just started Facebook too, and don't really have many people on there yet, so if you want to add me on Facebook, there's a link down there for that as well. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into the farm and let's show you how it's done. Alright, guys, so as you can see, we are located out here in the Wetlands, and it's right down from where your Crimson Whelpling farm is, which is right up here. This is we're right down here by this cave here. And basically, a lot of people did mention to me that, hey, Babypowder, I want a Spidersilk farm, but can you show me how to possibly hyperspawn the spiders out there in Dustwood? Well, I didn't really think those spiders were going to be all that great, just because they're all like spread out and stuff. And I've started to look elsewhere, and so I thought of this farm. I guess Tanker and Arnota were thinking the same way, because when I mentioned to them I was looking for a Spidersilk farm, they said the same spot. And the thing is, though, which they kind of ran into the problem, which I did at first. I put all my potatoes out with these outside spiders here and tried killing them first, and yeah, once you kill them, they do not just respawn, so they are linked up to the spiders that are here in this cave here. And it is, they are all throughout the cave, and so yeah, if you put all of your potatoes outside, because this is a pretty big area where all the spiders are outside, and you try to just run through the cave, it would take you too long. It wouldn't actually be efficient. So I was like, okay, why don't I think of it kind of like my Shadow Silk farm, which if you haven't checked that one out, go ahead and look at the top of the screen. It's a really good silk farm as well, for these spider silks and stuff. And what I had to do was actually separate the potatoes out and kill different mobs, and have a smaller group of my potatoes in my main in one area. And that's what I did. So I took one potato, was actually able to do it with just one potato inside the cave killing mobs, and actually have 4 toons outside the cave. And it's really actually a small route too for your main. All your route is, it's going from Skull to X right here on this side. Basically, I guess if you're facing away from the cave, it'd be on your left side. And I'm also killing these oozling or oozes to possibly have a chance at the disgusting oozling. and they do at least hyperspawn in one spot. I haven't really seen them hyperspawn at this spot too much, but they are, you know, still spawning with one of the potatoes down there, which I think is down by triangle. There is an ooze that keeps spawning, and you get multiple kills on oozes there. But as you see, as I'm going from skull to X, these mobs are already back up. And basically your main goal is just to make sure you kill these two outside spiders when you get to X. And same thing with skull. Once you get to skull, just make sure you kill these two that are out here. That one kind of wants to wander sometimes. But that's basically it. As you see, each time I go back and forth, they are back up. And so once you do this for like a minute 45 seconds, you know, 2 minutes, a minute and a half, what you decide to do, you just loot all of the, you know, mobs that are around where your main is, and then you start to go to where your potatoes are. Which make sure that as you're going and doing your loot phase, you're also using your keybind so that your potatoes are actually using their looter rank to loot their areas as well. And your first potatoes right here where triangle is, or where diamond is, sorry, not triangle, right across from the entrance of the cave. And make sure they are scooted over enough to where they're killing this mob that right at the entrance of the cave. I actually had them a little further out at first. And so for like the first 30 minutes, I wasn't even really killing that one. Every now and then it would hit it, but it wouldn't always kill them. It's just more loot. I mean, they do hyperspawn with missing that mob. I was still that's why I still was able to do it for like 30 minutes without noticing. But anyway, then your next one's right up from that one, right here where triangle is, right kind of where this tree is, and this little dip type thing here, right beside where this ooze spawns. And as you see, multiple oozes have hyperspawned right here where he is. But the other ones, I don't really see them hyperspawning, so I don't. I guess they're linked to the spiders as well. But then you also have, your next potato right here where square is, right across from this big tree where the road is, and just all around these mobs killing them. And so you have two macros for the outside mobs. Then you have a whole separate macro for the one that's inside the cave. But actually, let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and show you guys exactly where the one is located inside the cave. As you know, I know you can see it up on the map, but it's still kind of hard to tell by just looking at the map. So let's go in here, and we'll make our way on down through the cave. And as you see, I mean, the spiders are spread out, just like, you know, a lot of mobs are in, you know, caves and stuff. And so it really wouldn't be efficient just going through the cave. So basically, we want to come down here where all these rocks are kind of, it's kind of like a doorway inside a cave, because, you know, you see how all the rocks are, you know, raised up here, and inside this area is a little, like, another small little cave with a little pool inside here, and this is where you want to set this potato up. And they are going to have a macro that's going to be different, because as you see, the mob's name is a little bit different. They're cave stalkers, whereas the ones outside are leeching. So your two macros for your main are going to be slash target LEE for leeching and slash cast your spell, and then slash cast or slash target SLA for the oozes and slash cast your spell. And then for this one potato, I just made a macro slash target CAV and then slash cast a spell, and I put it on both keybinds so that way they're always still targeting the same mob. And that's it. As far as, you know, the way that you need to do this with, you know, your route, your potato setup, everything, and it works great. I mean, it's really awesome. I was really afraid I was going to have to put more than one potato inside the cave, but with only having to use one, it's really awesome. So let's go ahead and go over the loot that I got for doing this for 1 hour. Alright guys, so now that we've kind of cleared out all of our bags and got everything organized, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. First off, the Spidersilk. We got 98 on our main, and that, you know, they're at 30 gold minimum buyout right now in my realm, and they have a regen value of 63 gold, so it could be more valuable on a different realm. So that comes to a total of about almost 3,000 gold for a stack on my realm, but a regen value of almost 6,000 gold. You also get a couple of the old herbs from the oozing bags. You also get some of these gooey spider legs and things. I don't know if those things will actually sell. I'm going to try them though, with having that big of, you know, stack. I didn't even think that the clan meat would sell from Grey Mist, and it does actually on this realm at least. So I mean, it's worth at least trying to see if it will do it. You know, I'll try it for a couple weeks. If it doesn't sell, then I'll just give up on it and vendor it. Got a couple lock boxes here, and we also got the Crimson Whelpling pet. So yeah, you can get the Crimson Whelpling from doing this farm as well. So that's also a nice thing. You can get possibly 2 pets. I didn't get any of the disgusting oozlings. There's a really small chance to possibly get those, probably because there's not as much oozes except for that where that one potato is. But you do have a chance at it. And then just low value transmog pieces, nothing really worth going over. But let's go ahead and pull up our chat box and see exactly what our value is on our main. And if we hit our macro, it's saying we have 37,137 gold. Pretty low, but it does, it is a way to get that Spidersilk if that is something that you're looking for. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's horrible. I mean, it does hyperspawn. You do get the Spidersilk, and you have a chance of possibly getting 2 pets. If we got a disgusting oozling, we brought that value up a little bit more. And I was seeing a lot of Buccaneers pieces drop. I don't know entirely if the Buccaneers vest would drop because I didn't see one, but it could possibly. But also, let's go ahead and see what our potatoes gave us to see how much they added to the farm. Maybe they got something a little bit better. So let's go ahead and switch now. Alright guys, so now we're over here on our other toon that has all the loot from our potatoes, and this is what we got. So we got 114 pieces of the Spidersilk, and there actually isn't any up, so we can pretty much set the price we want. We might even be able to throw it up there for like 100 gold, or maybe even higher, and try to sell these. It's still saying the market value for this realm is only 32 gold, but like I said, there's none up right now, and the region value is 63, so we can go above that region value. But that is saying that the total for the market value is 3,600 for that stack, and a little over 7,000 for region value. So yeah, might try to just see if we can sell some right around 100 gold and maybe get a little bit more out of this. Then we did get the little Timmy's pea shooter. It's got a region value of about 17,000, and there's none up on the auction house on this realm at least, and it's almost 17,000 market value. Then no other really pieces to really go over. We didn't get any pets, unfortunately, even with that one potato being right there where that ooze is. Like I said, you have a smaller chance with this farm compared to other farms where you farm the oozes, but there is still that chance that you could get one. So let's go ahead and check what the bag value is, and it's only 46,000 gold. So we'll add that into our total here, or to our main, and see what our total is. That gives us a total of 83,205 gold for 1 hour of doing this farm. So not the highest value by far, but I don't want to say it's a bad farm. I mean, it's probably one of the ones that you want to kind of put in your back pocket and just kind of do it if you've done everything else and you have really great stock. And just gives you the opportunity to put a different type of material up on the auction house, or use it for yourself to go ahead and make those items that can be crafted with the Spidersilk. Now I do possibly have another Spidersilk farm in mind that I might eventually go over, but this is the one we got for right now. And thank you again to Tanker and our Notif both for also mentioning it to me to convince me to actually come out here and try this and figure out how to make it work. It was a success as far as I'm concerned, as the mobs do hyperspawn. You do get Spidersilk, and we got a lot of Spidersilk. Alright guys, so to conclude the video for the Spidersilk farm, yeah, the value is not the highest by far. It's really not that great. When you think you're multiboxing with 5, and you'll get like 83,000 gold. But then again, it is a different type of material to put up in the auction house. You do have chances at both pets, so it could have been higher. If we would have gotten another Crimson Whelpling, we would have gotten a couple of the oozlings, or possibly even if we would have gotten Buccaneers vest. I don't know for sure if it drops because I didn't get one, but I was seeing like Buccaneers pants and all kinds of other Buccaneers pieces. I just didn't get a Buccaneers vest. So RNG does play a part in this. I could have had just the worst RNG ever when I did this farm for this 1 hour. Won't know until I come back and do it a couple more times to see exactly how good it could be. So yeah, I do think it's still worth a try to see exactly what you could possibly get. And I mean, especially if you're in need of the Spidersilk. I did have a lot of people asking for a way to hyperspawn and get the Spidersilk. And I do believe, as far as the Spidersilk goes, I mean, we got what 114 on one, we had like 90 some on the other, so around 200 pieces of Spidersilk in 1 hour. So you definitely will be good on Spidersilk if you do this farm for 1 hour with multi-boxing it with 5. But anyway, guys, that's all I have. This is Babypowder, and if you like the video, go ahead and make sure you hit that thumbs up down below. Also, hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any more of these amazing multi-box gold guides I have coming out. And if there is a farm you'd like for me to try to multi-box and post a video, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'll check it out, see if it works. If it works, I'll post a video. But other than that, guys, that's all I have. This is Babypowder. Peace. I'm out.